Hey, family. When was the last time that you went above and beyond your limits and did something that challenged and tested every single bone in your body, right? Whatever challenge you are currently facing in your life, know that you are strong enough to rise above it. Everything that's holding you down, everything that's holding you back, everyone, you can rise above it and you can make the impossible possible. And how do we do this, family? By leveling up. Because when you level up, you take charge of your life, you become your most authentic self, you change the trajectory and the course of your future. That's what happens when you level up, right? And it's not just a physical level up, it's also a mental level up. It's a mindset. And what is leveling up? It's when you're consistently and consciously and continually and intentionally improving yourself, and it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time because it's the continuous development to become the highest and best version of yourself. It's the continual development to become better so that you can achieve more, accomplish your goals, and take your life to that next level, whatever that next level is for you. That's what it means to level up. So, some of the questions that you ask yourself, in terms of leveling up and overcoming and arising above your circumstances is, what does leveling up mean to you? What does it mean to you? Right? So, ask yourself questions. Why do I need to level up? Why do I want to level up? How will leveling up benefit me? And for me, I just got really sick and tired of watching everybody else win. I got so sick and tired of watching everybody else win but me, doing all the things that I want to do that I know that I could do and probably better. Watching everybody cross that finish line as I sit in the bleachers and root them on, I was sick of it. I was tired of living in lack. I was tired of a negative mindset. I was tired of not being where I want to be. And I got so tired until I was sick and tired. And I decided to make a change and become a better version of myself. That is what leveling up meant to me. So here's the truth, I had to make a decision and make a decision that I wanted better, a better me, a better life, a better future me. And so I had to make the decision to level up. It's all self improvement, self development, personal development. So the next step I did was I wrote down some clear goals of what I wanted, right? I converted my whys into my goals, meaning, why is this always happening to me? I flipped that and said, good things are going to be happening for me because I'm going to be doing XYZ in this year, right? And I took all of my goals that I broke down and wrote them down. And I wrote them down and I made sure on a consistent basis to take action on those goals. And I visualized them. I closed my eyes and I saw myself crossing the finish line and other people in the bleachers cheering me on. I started visualizing the life that I want, visualizing how I wanted my day to go, being intentional about who I was becoming. And I started moving and acting like a different and better version of myself. And then I took charge of my thoughts. I took charge of my thoughts, always thinking negative thoughts. What if this doesn't happen? What if this happens? What if I fail? What if I can't be who I am? What if I can't be consistent in losing weight? I started to change my thoughts because the more you think of your negative thoughts, those negative thoughts become a reality. And I wanted to change that. So I started thinking better thoughts. Another thing I did, for me, this is very important, continuous learning. I started investing in my knowledge, learning more. I started investing in my education, reading, becoming the person I wanted to be, seeing the example that was set by others that came before me, becoming self aware, leveling up, understanding who I was and who I wanted to become. And then I started practicing time management, family, because we can sit and let a whole day go to waste. And next thing you know, morning turns to afternoon, afternoon turns to night, and we barely got what we wanted to get accomplished. So, what I did in working a 9 to 5, working a job, I made sure that I set aside time to build my businesses, build the things that I need to build, and be more intentional with the management of time. Because when it comes to leveling up, family, you have to understand that you are limitless. You're limitless. You can do all and you can be all, but you have to take ownership of the things that you're not doing so correctly, ownership of the things that you can do better, and making a decision to take responsibility and take control of how you want to orchestrate your life. You have to, right? And then you embrace those challenges that you're going through. You embrace those things that you want. You look at your past and understand and know that your past is your past and it served a purpose, and the future is what you're wanting to build. Because that new you is waiting for you in the future. The new you is not waiting for you right now. The new you is in the future. And so I started to do the things to get closer to the highest and best version of myself. And what did I do? I stepped outside of my comfort zone because I read somewhere that said everything that you want is outside of your comfort zone. Man, I was so afraid to take that leap, afraid to take that step. And not just because I didn't see it modeled, but because me inside, I was comfortable with the familiar. But I learned that when you go into the unknown, when you take that chance on your future, as opposed to living in a familiar past, that's when you step outside of your comfort zone. Because yes, it's unknown, but you're creating that future to allow you to be limitless. And when you're leveling up and overcoming your circumstances, it's happening in the unknown. And one of my favorite quotes that I say all the time is, when you walk the way is made. So essentially, when you're stepping out of your comfort zone, right? When you're leveling up, when you're overcoming circumstances, you're stretching your limits. And it's not comfortable. It doesn't feel good. But family, there's a difference from feeling good to being good. And I didn't just want to feel good, I wanted to be good. So I did the things that took me where I needed to go so that I can be good, so I can eliminate my limiting beliefs, so that I can create a better and new mindset, so that I can manage and control my time, so that I can be a better version of myself on my road to becoming a highest and best version of myself. But I think one of the most challenging things for me, family, was really moving on from the past, because there's so many past mistakes that I held on to. So many past mistakes that I didn't forgive myself for, or people that I didn't particularly let off the hook that I should have, right? Or jobs and things I was holding on to that I needed to move on from so that I can open myself up to be that best and better version of myself. And I learned that when you let go, you open yourself up for new opportunities, you're truly able to create the life you want and enjoy new and different experiences. So these are the steps that I took to help me to level up in my life and overcome circumstances. And I'm asking you, family, what steps are you taking? Because it's very important that you move forward every single day to being that best version of yourself. And you don't look back, and know that everything is working for you and it's all working for your good. And one day you're going to look back and say, thank you, old self, for taking a chance on my new self. Stay inspired.